part two, commute back home here. We'll just kind of go through some more stuff. It's a little different driving. Afternoon, the temperatures are warmer outside. I'll try to get a little bit more of the aggressive throttle on it so you guys can kind of see, everything's pretty much warmed up. Truck's probably still a little bit cold, not all the way up to temperature yet. I'm only about 3 miles from work after it's been warming up. But as you can see, things are still averaging, that 19 plus range back and forth to work there. We have some traffic and stuff, here in the afternoon commute, so it's, up and down, slow. Try to do is trying to get through the gears a little bit better so you guys can kind of see how it shifts on a daily, and listen to it and get some different throttle inputs and stuff so you can see how smooth everything works and how quick and responsive the shifts are. So I'll just kind of sit back and relax a little bit here, and you guys can just kind of watch stuff for now, and I'll be back here in a little bit. Guys, that might be about all I'll get for this first little short section. Traffic is just kind of up and down and a lot of people all over the place. So I will get back here in just a little bit. Alright guys, we're going to leave a light here. I'll try to get on a little bit. Just going through the gears, very moderate, or not moderate, very, not aggressive, but, I was in the boost a little bit, just kind of rolling through the gears. I'm hoping I can get a spot here a little bit where I can slow down a little bit and show you kind of how it downshifts and, things like that when you get on the throttle. Steady 60 here. I'm going to go roughly maybe 50% throttle, something like that. I'll kind of rattle off the boost as I watch it, and kind of give you an idea of where she is. That's about 10 pounds. Just kind of goes. Fairly smooth, quick on the shifts. They're not, head banging, snap, tires loose quick, but they are, very smooth and quick, kind of like you would expect from something that you want to drive, daily. Looks like we're going to get up to a light here where if it stays red, I'll be able to kind of get on it real good here from a light, kind of give you an idea what that's like here. Alright, we're still rolling a little bit, but here you go. Just a little bit of a roll there. I just kind of eased into it a little bit from the light, but as you can tell, in two-wheel drive, dry roads, it still wants to let go, as you can see. You know, the shifts are nice. That was spiked up somewhere in the 18.5 range on the boost. No big KRs. Everything was good to go. In the summertime, when it warms up a little bit, as the ambient air warms up, you'll see spikes of 19 to 20 pounds, 20.5 pounds of boost. It'll hold a sustained boost up to the shift points that we have set of in the summer of 18 to 18.5 sustained. Wintertime, it'll hold them into the 17s range somewhere, depending on how cold it is outside. So that changes how all that works as the ambient air outside changes. It allows for the same amount of load on the engine, because as air is colder, it's denser, takes less of it to do the same amount of job. So it changes and fluctuates as the temperature does. And boost isn't always the thing that everybody wants to see. A lot of it is timing in there as well. The boost is just how much pressure you're getting in your manifold. You can have a really poor setup where the engine can't really breathe that well, and it's going to make a lot of boost because of the amount of air that is trapped in the engine. And you can have a really good tuned engine that can let the air out really well and make a ton more power and not have as high a boost as the same motor on another truck or car or whatever. And you could be 2 pounds difference from each other, and one guy can make 20 plus horsepower difference. And a lot of it is just the way that everything is set up. That you don't want necessarily a big boost number, because that just means maybe that the engine isn't breathing right. And so there's a lot of things that can come into play. Everybody thinks that boost is everything, and it's not the case. So there's just a tidbit of information there. We're gonna roll onto a freeway here and kind of go through the gears some more for you. I don't know if you guys can hear the exhaust or not, but that's a custom kind of 3-inch something that I kind of created. I think now that I've done this, there's SPD's got a mid pipe that you can change that's done the same thing that I've done. I do have an 18-inch body, 6x8 MagnaFlow under it with a stock tailpipe on it, so it's kind of a something that I had done. But I like it. It's not loud. It's you can hear it. It's not obnoxious. I've been towing with it. There's no bad drones or anything in it, but you can hear it. It's not a V8 by any means, but it does sound good in my opinion. There's a little bit. I'll kind of have some more videos coming out as things get better. I want to get the weather to warm up a little bit more, so I can get some good 4-wheel drive pulls for you guys, and just kind of see how impressive that is. I've had logs and looked at the logs and to see what my 0 to 60s are, so I'm not having to calculate it, and I use the numbers off the logs. And this 91 tune will get me consistently 0 to 60s in the 4.7 or 4.8 range consistently, back to back. I've done probably a handful of logs where I've done pull after pull after pull, and they're all 4.6 somethings, 4.8 somethings, back to back to back. I think I've done 4 of them that were, that close to each other. So that just tells you how consistent the tune is. And when I had it up on the dyno, I'll try to get some of that in my next video. of some dyno sheets maybe of it, you know, it consistently pulled 422, 426, 425 horsepower on the dyno, you know, and that was back to back to back to hits, you know, so that's really good. And that's getting heat soaked. And actually my highest number was the last hit of the run on the dyno, which was a 426. So you know, I'm really impressed with that. That's really good numbers for basically a street tune that is on pump gas up, you know. It's a 91 tune. We do have 92 octane up here, so it's, you know, been logged for the fuel we have here. But it you know, that's really good. I'm wanting to do up a 95 octane tune. We'll see where that goes. If E85 was available up here where we're at, I would work on an E30 tune, but it's so hard to get around here that it's probably not gonna happen. I'll probably just do a high octane tune, and we'll go from there and see how it goes. But yeah, that's about it for number 2 here, part 2 on the video. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep following all the work that keeps getting done. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.